knows and loves the Roblox man face. So I was like, hold up, I want a man face house on Bloxburg. So today we're going to be building just that. This is going to be like my dream come true. Who wouldn't want a house looking like this scrumptious looking man? Maybe a lot of people, but I want a house. So we're gonna have this photo here right next to me for reference, and my Roblox self is taking a look at admiring this beautiful face. First off though, I'm gonna start off with his eyes, and if you could tell over here by our inspiration, the eyes are kind of like slanted on the right side, and then there's like a big eyeball right spot in the middle. And because this is going to be a man-faced house, literally we need a bathroom, a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom. At least 4 rooms. And I don't know how I'm going to build a room inside of this eyebrow or eyeball, but we're gonna make it work somehow. And the man face is kind of flirting with us. He has like a little smirk going. So we gotta make a straight line and then slowly swoop it up into a smile. So something like that, I think. Ooh, hello there. This is looking pretty promising. And then he has like a little mewing cheek outline, so that's what this is. And now for the rest of his face, we're just gonna add small details, because if you could tell, above his eyebrows he has a little line, and then like inside the eye he has a pupil, and then on the corners of each of the eyes, I don't know what it's called, it's like the inner corner of the eyes. So I'm gonna attempt making that, but probably just using some basic shapes. This way it's just easier for me, so we're gonna put that right in the middle, make it to the height of the walls, and extend it to fill up the whole space. Bam! And now just do the same thing to the other side. Bam! Sorry, I don't know why I need those sound effects. I feel like bacon people in Roblox don't get the credit they deserve. They are literally the rulers of Roblox. If you ask me, they're like top tier Roblox character. So if your character is a bacon woman or man, I vote you 5 stars in Dress to Impress. And now for that inner corner, I think I'm gonna get this concave straight shape, and we're just gonna extend it, and hopefully it turns out looking good. We got that done. Okay, it's coming together. And the last things I wanna do is just add these small cubes, just to give that extra detail, I guess. Because this house has to be the best man face house in Bloxburg. Ta-da! I think the outline of our man face house is chef's kiss. We got the bushy eyebrows, the eyeballs, and the beautiful smolder. Now, only thing is, you're probably thinking, Panda, how is this going to be a house? It's literally just a face. Me too, girl. I have no idea. You know, maybe I was thinking we could go something like this and make it into a Roblox head shape, I guess. Oh my gosh, this looks terrible already. I'm scared. And then we'll just go like that. Hey, it's a house. You can't tell me otherwise. Let's start off though by placing in, I was gonna say a floor, but then that would mess everything up. Let's place a door. I think that's the way to go about it. So we'll have this traditional door right in the center. And when you walk in, this will be our entrance way. We do have these 2 pre-made rooms though, so maybe one of them can be a bathroom. We'll just add like a rounded shower. Even though it's kind of cramped, maybe I can fit 2 bedrooms into the house, because you know this is a massive looking house. I don't know how I'm going to use up all this space. This is probably breaking all the Bloxburg how to build a house, because one of my #1 rules is never build a square house, and well, with this face I'm building a square house. Then I feel like this next area is the second biggest, so maybe we'll just have a whole dining room table, because I feel like dining room tables take up a lot of room, especially if you have a big bacon family. You know, you get what I'm doing here. So we have the dining room, we have a living room, we have the bedroom, the bathroom, and now we need a kitchen. So I feel like the kitchen should probably be in this corner because it's kind of enclosed. Back here, maybe we'll have like a second living room or a patio space, because I have no idea how I'm gonna fill up this whole entire house with also making it look good. I've done a little bit of progress. As we could tell, I've already started decorating like the entrance. Here's the living room. I had a random space, so I put a grand piano. And then this is what I made with like the little chiseled part of the man face. I added in arches, and I was like, maybe I can make this kitchen look bigger by adding like these arched openings and making this into like a little bar area. Here is how the bathroom is looking. Very simple. I just put simple things in in it. And then this is one of the bedrooms. I was thinking if I could add another bedroom, but like, I have no idea where it would be unless it's back there. But there's absolutely no privacy if I do that. So for now, I think we're just gonna leave it without. And I'm just gonna go around my whole build and add in these white wall trims because I feel like wall trims just save any build regardless of how bad it looks. For the color of most of my house, I feel like if I just go with like a cloudy gray or maybe a quill gray, it might do the trick. When I build, the thing that I feel like I struggle with the most is coloring. I feel like I can decorate easily, but then like putting and picking colors to put together, it's so difficult for absolutely no reason. And now for carpet. I usually don't like the look of the carpet texture, so I can go with like a small leaves or classic carpet. You know what? It doesn't look too bad. Texturing is another of those difficult things. Oh my gosh. Why is it so difficult? Anyways, I'll stop complaining. Now let's put in a flooring. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go like that and start putting it down for the whole kitchen. And there we go. We have the whole house covered with flooring. Now it is the big decision. What should I do? I usually go for like a cloudy gray or a beige with some wooden grain. I feel like that looks nice. I also forgot I should probably color his eyes. I think they're like a black color eyeball. So we're good like that. Well, that looks a little scary, but it works. And now it's time to color the kitchen. I started coloring the bathroom a little bit. So maybe we could just like use the same color scheme, I guess, with the counters. Coloring can be so stressful. I don't know how people like coloring Bloxburg builds. I don't understand. There's a lot of marble in here, but that's because the Bacon Man house is going to be fancy, like I said earlier. Maybe to mix it up, I'll have my windows this like flint color around the whole house. And maybe we'll just add another archway going bam. Ooh, wait, that doesn't look too bad. It looks a bit dull, but I feel like if I color my couch to be something bright, like a white, it'll fit in just right. Did I just rhyme there? Okay, Panda. That wasn't on purpose, but I guess it works. As I'm over here decorating my living room, I was like, let me place down some vases. But then it reminded me that the other day, me and my friend were like going back and forth and being like, is it vase or is it vase? Because I say vase, but they say vase. Like, it doesn't sound right to me. Also, make sure to comment if you like the woman face or the man face more. Anyways, I'm moving on, I guess. So what else would be in a living room? Let's add some books because, you know, we are very educational here. Not really. The last time I touched the book, it was like, oh my gosh. It might have been like 5 years ago. No, I don't think so. That sounds like a very long time. I like reading. I just never find the time to do it. That's the only thing. That's my excuse, okay, guys? Make sure you read your books. That's why I turned out to be a Roblox YouTuber. And then there's some type of like tea thing, something with the spa update that has like, I don't know how to explain it. I never can find it. That's the only thing. I hate when I am thinking of an item in Bloxburg. I don't know the name, but I want to place it down. I found it. It's called these sticks. Surface decor. Perfect. This looks so good for my living room. I also have no idea what I'm going to do with this wall where like the eyeballs are because it's where my dining room is. But like there's this random little hallway leading into nothing. Maybe I'll have a patio. I said that earlier, but this build is already taking ages. But it's okay. It's going to be my most favorite build that I've ever done. At least I hope so. I do want to add a chandelier right above this dining room table. So let's just put it smack in the middle. Perfect. So I'll just quickly put like a small pathway just from the beginning here, like that. Maybe I could also add in some trees because, you know, we can't just have a random house in the middle of nowhere without some trees. I'll have this image of the beautiful inspiration that I've been using all along just in the front and center of the house. And then I added this door that leads into an outdoor space, but there's literally nothing there. So maybe I should quickly add in a pool. I feel like a man face definitely deserves a pool right outside his house. So I'll go something like this. And all I want to do now is just add in a quick flooring because I'm not crazy about pools that have random corners. I like rounding my corners for like pools or any gardening, basically. I feel like it just looks cleaner. So I'm gonna add this grass texture and now get it as close as possible to the color. Bam, perfect. This is our pool. Oh, that is not the right color. And now for the pool, I think I'm also going to add in some stones just to like outline it a little bit. I feel like only fancy houses have these stones surrounding their pools, or maybe I'm just making that up. I probably am. It's just to add some type of decoration, I guess. I do want to add a boulder. Is that what it's called? Like those big stones. I know that Bloxburg has them. I just don't know the name of it. We can add a fountain, but that's a little extra. Oh my gosh. Now I'm seeing they actually have an outdoor pool. I should have just used this rather than doing like a full-on pool, but I guess that's what we're going with. Maybe I can add this for the little kids of the man face. Actually, instead of a pool, what if we just make like a little pond? Would that be too boring? I think it's kind of cute if we just go ahead and make this smaller and this is a pond. Forget about a pool. I want like a cutesy pond in my backyard. Actually, maybe a pond that you can swim in. So it's basically a pool. Because I already know a bunch of you guys are going to be like, Panda, a pond is not better than a pool. And I do agree with you. But now I do want to add in some greenery to the backyard because it looks very simple and plain. So we'll add some hydrangeas like that. We'll add this swing set right there. What else is there to add? We have a seesaw. Maybe we could add that to the corner. This is like the most simple backyard that you can think of. That's what I'm going for. I can definitely add in some lily pads. I think that's a cute addition. And then we could also use these rocks for a pathway into our little bridge. Add in a little bird bath outside and maybe some bushes. I feel like that's what we're missing for some greenery. Ooh, I could also add field of flowers. Oh my god, I feel like I'm making this man face house look too cutesy for a man face to own it. Does that make any sense? Probably not. But it's okay. We love a cutesy man face house. Like, you can't tell me this backyard does not look adorable. You know what else we could add? You know those like string fairy lights? I swear those are string. Don't they like have hanging ones? Or did they remove those? It's like a fence. I think it's a fence. There we go. Classic hanging lights. I remember putting these all over my builds in like 2018. And ever since, I haven't used them. But I feel like it's so cute for this exterior that I'm going to go ahead and use them. I am a changed person. So let's add it like that. Therefore, it could be like lit up when it's dark outside and it'll still be a nice little outdoor area. Okay, you know what? I think we're pretty much finished with our man face house. I think it's time to take a look at it. Oh, wait, hold up. I totally forgot I need a roof for the house. So let me quickly do that. Maybe I should add like a glass roof so that you can see everything. So I'm just gonna go around the whole entire man face house. Put in this glass roofing and therefore it won't be raining inside. It will just have nice lighting from the outdoors. You can't even tell there's a roof on the house, but there is. And the little eyeballs literally peek out through the roof. That's hilarious. The little eyeballs are just like peeking out through the roof. All right, guys, our beautiful man face house is completed. This is how it looks like from the exterior. It looks very cursed. But now it's time to look at the interior. So here is the outside. We have the beautiful inspiration image from before. We have the garden. We have some trees for nature. And as soon as we walk in, this is the entrance. Of course, there are man faces literally everywhere because if it's a man face house, it only makes sense. I look pretty identical, don't I? That probably looks terrible. And then if we walk down his little chin into the area that has the dimple, I guess, that is where the kitchen is right over here. As you can tell when I zoom out, this is the little chiseled mewing dimple. But I passed this first little seating area as if you're having a family dinner while staring at this beautiful man face. And we have some decoration, as you can tell. A chandelier, of course, because the man face has a very luxury home. Then stepping into the kitchen, we have some stools that face backwards. I totally did that on purpose. But my favorite part of the whole house is that I added man faces to all the plates. Literally all the plates. I'm not even joking. I think it was a nice, exquisite touch. And then if we walk back here, here is our little oven. We have a sink to wash our nasty hands before we start cooking dinner. Or not, it's up to your preference. Then we even have a coffee machine. So I make sure I have enough energy throughout the day. Our little spice rack, plants literally everywhere. And then we walk into our dining room. Now for the dining room, as you can tell, I put plates everywhere as well. The centerpiece is a smirking man face, while the rest are like mewing man faces on the plates. If you look up while eating, you get to stare at a beautiful man face. And then the other side, it's the same. This is like the little mustache of the man face. It was one of the second biggest areas, so I just put a very long table for the Bacon family, whoever lives in this house, to have their like 30 kids sitting down, each having dinner with them. Over here is the right side. We have a little living room space, our TV, our couch, and of course a grand piano, because we're not cheaping it out. And each of the walls, I made sure to add man faces, even down there. Okay, he's watching you, be careful. But if we walk into the man face's eyebrow on the left side, this is our bedroom, the only bedroom of the house. I was only able to afford one bed. Even though there's like 12 chairs, there's only one bedroom. Everyone just sleeps in this one room. So this is the little fancy single bed, very glamorous. We have a vanity to do our makeup. Gonna sit down, put some powder on. Oh yeah, just poked my eyeball, I guess. You guys don't do makeup like this? What? Then we even have like this cork board filled with man faces as well. And then there's a very lonely chair here, just in case you want to go sit there and think about your thoughts all alone. Yeah, very inspiring, I know, thank you. And then if we walk across into the next eyebrow, we have the bathroom. I don't know why this isn't colored. I swear it's colored. Bloxburg, there's a glitch. But this is our bathroom. We have a very luxurious bathtub, you know, just to get ourselves squeaky clean. We have the toilet, of course, the toilet paper. You can't forget about that. Not even in the man face house. And then over here, I just added like a little rack along with some random shelves and plants. Pretty simple bathroom, but it does its duty. You see what I did there, duty? Okay, please don't unsubscribe. But wait, the house isn't finished. This house is like a mega mansion face. Okay, so if we walk alongside here into the middle of the man face, the little forehead, he has a huge pimple, it looks like, because of this carpet. But if you walk alongside here, it has an entrance or exit into the backyard. You know, I went full out. I added a seesaw. There we go. There's no one on the other side, so it doesn't go up. But a seesaw with a pond/pool, you know, it could be whatever you please. But there is a bridge in case you want to get to the other side and not go around the easier way. And there is a swing set. That's all there is. This is probably one of the strangest builds I've ever done, but I'm pretty proud of it. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!